Conversations all around me, running fast and fading out. Every voice just overlaps till it turns into a sound. I don't try to interrupt it, I don't try to make it mine. Just another quiet presence in the corners of your time. You don't hear when I go still. I can stand here in the open and just disappear at will. All these moments keep on moving, like they don't include my name, like I'm part of something bigger, but not part of what it means. It ain't heavy, it ain't hurting, just a slow and quiet drift, like a signal losing focus. In between the shifts, I'm just background noise in a room full of sound you don't even notice. When I'm not around, I'm just background noise, fading in and out, like a line you never hear, even when it's loud. You don't make a sound. If I slipped into the silence, would it change the way here, or just blend into the distance? Like I was never here. Never needed. Somewhere there's a different road I never chose to take. A version of me still walking there, with every move I didn't make. Maybe he stayed in that small town. Maybe he never left that door. Maybe he held on to the things I don't have no more. Maybe he called when it mattered. Maybe he didn't let it ring. Maybe he heard every I love you in the quiet of everything. Maybe he learned to slow it down before the years ran fast. Maybe he held on tighter to the moments that don't last. I ain't saying I'll be better, I ain't saying I'll be whole, just wondering about the pieces of another soul. There's a life I didn't live, still playing in my mind, a road I never walked down, that I still can't leave behind. There's a life I didn't live, somewhere out of sight, where I made a different choice, and everything felt right. I ain't jealous of that stranger, I ain't trying to replace. Just feels like I left something in a time I can't retrace. Every what if turns to silence, every dream fades to gray, but it lingers like a shadow that won't drift away. If I met him face to face, would we even feel the same? Or just pass like two reflections in a window with no name? Single long sustained note. There's a life I didn't live, but this one's all I know. Every step I'm standing in is the only way I go. There's a life I didn't live, and I'll let it be, 'cause the man I am right now is the only one that's me. Sometimes I wonder, I don't sit here waiting like I used to do. don't count every hour, hoping it's you. Life kept moving slowly, like it always will. I just learned to live with it, and I learned to be still. There's a chair by the window that I never moved, not for memory reasons, just something I got used to. Sometimes I think I hear you in the way the floorboards sound, but I don't chase the feeling, I just let it settle down. I ain't holding on tight, I ain't letting go, just somewhere in between, where the quiet grows. If you ever come around, you know where I'll be. Same old door, same old sound, ain't nothing changed in me. If you ever come around, you don't have to explain, there's a place you still belong, without the weight of blame. I don't need the reasons, I don't need the past. Some things don't need fixing, some things just last. Time did what it wanted, we just played along. Now I hear the silence, like an old familiar song. There's no line to cross, just a quiet kind of space where nothing feels lost. If you ever come around, you don't need to stay, just knowing you could is enough someday. There's a word I never said, still circling in my head. There's a road I didn't take, still bending in its shape. I used to hold it tight, like it owed me something back. Now I let it drift away, don't need to keep track. Some regrets don't fade fast, some just learn to pass, like a cloud across the sun, gone before it's done. Every maybe, every why, every long goodbye ain't as heavy as it seems when you set it free. I'll leave it on the wind, let it roll and bend. Ain't every story mine to keep, ain't every wound that deep. I'll leave it on the wind, where it's always been. If it comes back, let it stay. It's okay. Carrying old weight like it's tied to my name, but time don't ask you twice to loosen up the chain. There's a freedom in the air when you stop holding there what was never yours to own, what was never home. I'll leave it on the wind, let it rise again. Every doubt I used to know don't need a place to go. I'll leave it on the wind, let the silence win. Not every echo needs a sound, not everything comes back around. It was real. If it hurt, it helped me feel. That's enough, I don't pretend. Everything needs an end. I'll leave it on the wind, let it fade within. All the things I couldn't change don't have to remain. Somewhere between letting go and quiet peace. Sunlight slipping through the blinds, dust dancing in a line, coffee sitting getting cold, same old cup I always hold. Ain't no rushing what I do, no big plans to follow through, Just another quiet day, finding me along the way. I've been high, I've been low, watched the fast turn into slow. Tried to fix what I can't change, learn to live with a little strange. Some things leave, some things stay, some just slowly fade away. I don't chase them like before, don't need answers anymore. Morning comes anyway, don't matter what I say. Every night I thought would last always turns and lets me pass. Morning comes anyway, soft light on my face. I just breathe and let it be what it's gonna be. Searching like I did for some truth I might have missed. Turns out peace is nothing loud, just standing still without a crowd. There's a road beneath my feet, doesn't ask for victory, just to walk it day by day. I don't hold on like before, I don't feel that pain. Maybe life ain't meant to solve, maybe it's just to revolve through the dark and through the blue, back to something simple, true. Morning comes anyway, and I'm still around. Not everything I lost was gone, some just settled down. Morning comes anyway, that's enough for me. I don't need to understand, just to be. Sunlight slipping through the blinds, sunlight slipping through the blinds, dust dancing in a line, coffee sitting, getting cold, same old cup I always hold. Ain't no rush in what I do, no big plans to follow through, just another quiet day, finding me alone. I've been high, I've been low, watched the fast turn into slow. Tried to fix what I can't change, learn to live with a little strange. Some things leave, some things stay, some just slowly fade away. I don't chase them like before, don't need answers anymore. Morning comes anyway, don't matter what I say. Every night I thought would last always turns and lets me pass. Morning comes anyway. I was counting all the losses, keeping track of every scar, thinking life had taken from me more than it ever was. Days I thought were going nowhere, nights I couldn't understand. Now I see they all were building who I am. There were voices, there was laughter in the middle of the strain. There were moments I remember like sunlight after rain. I was looking for a reason, something bigger I could hold. Didn't see it in the quiet, didn't see it in the small. Funny how it comes together when you stop and look around. All the things you thought were missing were right there on the ground. I had more than I thought I had, even when it felt so bad. Every mile, every bend gave me something in the end. I had more than I thought I knew. Every loss just pulled me through. Now I see it clear as day. Nothing really slipped away. There's a piece I didn't notice when I was moving way too fast. Now it finds me in the silence like it's always been there. I ain't chasing what I can't keep, I ain't holding what is past. Just a quiet kind of knowing that I've had enough at last. Couldn't touch single soft bend. I had more than I thought I had, in the good and in the bad. Every step I couldn't see was still leading me to me. I had more than I thought I'd find, just took time to change my mind. And it gives it back to me. I was counting all the losses, keeping track of every scar, thinking life had taken from me more than it ever was. Days I thought were going nowhere, nights I couldn't understand. Now I see they all were building who I am. There were voices, there was laughter in the middle of the strain. There were moments I remember, like sunlight after rain. I was looking for a reason, something bigger I could hold. Didn't see it in the quiet, didn't see it in the small. Funny how it comes together when you stop and look around. All the things you thought were missing were right. Saw your name light up my screen, a message from years between. Didn't know what I would say, so I just let it fade away. Sat there staring at that line, like I was running out of time. Had 100 things to tell, but I kept it to myself. Walked around this empty place, tried to put words in their place. Every sentence felt too late, every thought just hesitated. I remember how you'd laugh, how you talk and make it last. Now it's quiet in my head, with all the things we never said. It ain't fear, just something I can't make clear. Like a door I almost opened, stayed right here. I almost called you tonight, had your number in my hand, let it ring inside my mind. But I never made that stand. I almost said what I feel, almost tried to make it right, but almost don't change a thing when it fades into the night. There's a distance in between, more than miles have ever been. It's the years we let go by without asking something that you feel. Maybe one day I'll get through. Say the words I never do, but tonight I'll let it go, like I always do. Single slow bend, I almost called you tonight. Let it slip right through my hands. Every word I couldn't say, still exactly where I stand. I almost crossed that line, almost made it feel alright, but almost is all I got. At the end of the night, picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Everybody looking straight ahead, I'm somewhere off to the side. Used to feel like I was in it, like I had a place to stand. Now I'm just another shadow, blurred out in the frame. Conversations move around me like I'm barely in the room. Faces turn but never find me, like I vanish way too soon. I still show up, still go through it, still say everything I should, but something's slipping through my fingers, and it ain't understood. Every moment feels familiar, but nothing feels the same, like I'm standing in the picture without a name. I'm fading in the frame, still here but not the same, standing where I used to be, but nobody remembers me. I'm fading in the frame. Was it me or did it change? All these faces look the same, but I don't feel my name. I can hear the laughter rising, but it echoes far away, like it's coming from a distance I don't belong to anymore. Every make a sound. I ain't broken, I ain't bleeding, just dissolving in the light, like a ghost inside a moment that keeps passing me by. Single sustained guitar bed, I'm fading in the frame, trying to stay the same, but the lines all rearranged, and nobody sees the change. I'm fading in the frame, slowly out of place, still staring at the world from a disappearing space. Picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Picture on the wall behind me, frozen in a different light. Everybody looking straight ahead, I'm somewhere off to the side. Used to feel like I was in it, like I had a place to stand. Now I'm just another shadow, blurred out in the frame. Conversations move around me like I'm barely in the room. Faces turn but never find me, like I've say my name in passing, like it don't belong to me, like it's just another word you throw into the scene. We shake hands, share a moment, but it don't go anywhere. There's a space between the lines, like you're never really there. But not the things I say. Every story turns to silence before it finds its way. I can see it in your eyes now. There's a distance you don't name, like you know me from a distance, but don't feel the same. It's a strange kind of feeling, being close understand. If I walked out of a picture, would it change a single thing, or just leave another silence no one ever hears ring? Single sustained bend. Say my name like you mean it, like it matters when you do, like there's something in the moment that connects me back to you. Say my name like you feel it, not just something passing through, 'cause I'm more than just a memory. You never really knew. I don't think about forever like I used to do. Just the way a moment lingers after passing through. Little things I never noticed, now I understand how they stay with someone else long after they land. A quiet word, a simple gesture, nothing loud or grand, just a trace in someone's memory they don't always plan. All the days I kept on moving, never thought to see what I leave in passing moments might outlive me. It ain't something you can measure, it ain't something you can hold, just a feeling left behind you, more than stories told. What I leave behind ain't written in stone, just a few small moments someone calls their own. What I leave behind don't need a name, just a quiet kind of memory that remains. I don't need to see it happen, I don't need to know how a part of me keeps living in the things I let go. Every road I walked in passing, every hand I knew, left a line that keeps on moving long after I'm through. I leave behind won't fade away. In the way a simple moment somehow finds its place. What I leave behind is light and small, but it might be everything to someone after all. I don't wake up chasing what I used to chase. No more need for proving I belong in any place. All the weight I carried, set it down somewhere. Didn't need to hold it, didn't need it there. I was measuring my worth in things I couldn't keep. Now I let it drift away like a fading dream. There's a quiet kind of freedom in not needing more. Like a door left open, you don't close the door. I don't need to win it, I don't need to lose. Every road behind me gave me what I use. I got nothing left to prove, no race left to lose. If I stand or if I fall, it don't matter at all. I got nothing left to prove, just this simple truth. Every breath I'm taking now is enough to move. I don't argue with the past, I don't question what will be. Everything I needed found its way to me. Not in something bigger, not in something loud, just a quiet understanding without a crowd. Maybe all the answers were never meant to show. Maybe peace is letting everything just go. Sing along, sustained note. I got nothing left to prove, nothing left to hide. All the things still, not because I found the end, just because I will. There's a chair by the window, still facing the street, where the light comes in slowly every morning like it used to be. I don't move it, don't touch it, let it stay where it's been, like it's holding a memory I can't quite step back in. Coffee cup on the table, only one now these days. Used to sit there together, let the hours drift away. Now the silence sits with me, where you used to belong. And I swear I still hear you in the shape of a song. Just a space that keeps echoing long after you're gone. That chain by the window, still catching the light, but nobody's sitting there through the days or the nights. That chair by the window says more than I can. Keep moving, but never quite land. In the late afternoon, I don't try to replace it, I don't try to pretend. Some things don't need fixing, they just stay where they end. Time keeps rolling like always, don't stop, don't explain, but some corners stay frozen through the loss and the gain. Single slow bend. Yeah, that chair by the window, still facing the sky, like it's waiting for something that already passed by. That chair by the window, I'll leave it alone, 'cause some things you don't move, There's a chair by the window. There's a chair by the window. There's a chair by the window, still facing the street, where the light comes in slowly every morning like it used to be. I don't move it, don't touch it, let it stay where it's been, like it's holding a memory I can't quite step back in. Coffee cup on the table, only one now these days. Used to sit there together, let the hours drift away. Now the silence sits with me, where you used to belong. And I swear I still hear you in the shape of a song. Coffee cup on the table, only one now these days. Used to sit there together, let the hour. Don't look for different endings in the stories that I've lived. Every road I ever walked gave me something I could give. Used to wish for second chances, used to want another way. Now I see it clearer. It had to be that way. All the things I couldn't hold, all the people I let go, every moment that I lost was something I had to know. Time don't ask for understanding, it just moves from day to day. Now I sit here without asking why it went that way. Let me ride back home. It had to be that way, nothing left for me to change. All the things I thought I'd lost only shaped me through the pain. Carry what is gone, I don't hold it in my hands. It just lives inside the story, like it always had its plan. There's a piece I didn't know when I tried to hold control. Now it comes without a warning, just a quiet in my soul. Just unfolding through every rise just a part of what I became. Funny how the smallest moments never asked to be remembered. Just a laugh across the kitchen, or a quiet late September. Shoes kicked off by the doorway, cartoons playing on the floor. I was halfway out the house then, always reaching for the door. Talking, I was thinking about the things I had to do. Always said, just give me 1 sec. Never gave that time to you. Now the silence in these rooms feels louder than before. All the things I thought were nothing ain't nothing anymore. I was chasing something bigger, thought it mattered in the end. But the little things I passed on were the ones I couldn't spend. I missed the little things, thought they'd always stay. Every small forever moment slipped too far away. I missed the little things, didn't know their worth. Now I trade every mile I ran for one more night on earth. There's a drawing on the fridge still, faded colors, crooked lines. Used to pass it like it's nothing, now it stops me every time. I remember how you called me from the other room tonight. Said just sit here for a minute. I said I will, but not that night. Ain't no way to rewind it, ain't no way to pretend that the moments I kept skipping would be waiting in the end. Single sustained guitar bend. I missed the little things, didn't see them Funny how the smallest moments, funny how the smallest moments, funny how the smallest moments never asked to be remembered. Just a laugh across the kitchen, or a quiet late September, shoes kicked off by the doorway, cartoons playing on the floor. I was halfway out the house then, always reaching for the door. You were talking, I was thinking about the things I had to do. Always said, just give me 1 sec. Never gave that time to you. Now the silence in these rooms feels louder than before. All the things I thought were nothing ain't nothing anymore. I was chasing something big. Used to think I had to move, find a place that felt more true. Every road I tried to chase led me back to this same place. I was running from the now, didn't know it then somehow. Every step I tried to plan was already in my hands. There were days I felt behind, like I owed something to time. Now I let the hours fall, don't keep count at all. Nothing calling me ahead, nothing pulling me instead. Just this moment, just this air, and I'm already there. I don't need to rearrange it, I don't need to understand. Every road that brought me here placed me where I am. I'm right where I am. Don't need a plan. Every step I take is already in my hand. I'm right where I am. No need to run. Everything I thought I'd find was already done. I can feel it in my chest, something close to rest. Not a finish, not an end, just no need to pretend. All the noise I used to hear doesn't reach me here. It just fades into the ground without a sound. Maybe nothing had to change. Maybe I just learned to stay where my feet were all that's enough. I don't need to hold it tight. I don't need to rush. I don't need a big goodbye, no thunder in the sky, no words left hanging in the air. Just let it settle where it lies. I've said what I could say, done things my own way. Now I'm sitting with the quiet at the end of the day. Every road that I've been walking led me right here to this place. No more need to look behind me, no more need to race. There's a calm in letting go, there's a truth in slowing down. Not everything needs a meaning, not everything needs a sound. I ain't asking for forever, I ain't trying to hold on tight, just enough to feel the moment as it slips into the night. Let it in softly, like a song fading out. No need for thunder, no need to shout. Let it in softly, like the last light of day. I don't need to fight it, I'll just let it fade away. There's a freedom in the silence when you stop needing more. Like a door left open slowly, you don't have to close the door. I ain't scared of what is coming, I ain't holding what has been. Just a breath between the moments, letting go again. Maybe endings ain't endings, maybe they just turn into something softer than we ever learned. Sing along, sustain, no. Let it in softly, no shadow to chase, just a quiet kind of leaving without a trace. Let it in softly, that's all I need. Just a gentle kind of closing. and a little peace. I don't need a final word or a line to close it all. Just a quiet kind of ending, like the night begins to fall. Every breath just getting softer, every thought just passing by, like a song you barely notice as it fades into the sky. I don't hold on to the moment, I don't try to make it stay. It was always meant for leaving in its own unspoken way. There's a peace inside the slowing, there's a calm I never knew. When you stop needing the ending to explain it back to you, nothing left to carry, nothing left to say. Just the sound of something drifting far away. I'll fade into the quiet like a song you barely hear, still somewhere in the silence. Even when I disappear, I'll fade into the quiet. No need to be defined, just a trace of something gentle left behind. Maybe nothing ever ends, it just changes where it stays. Single, sustained note. I'll fade into the quiet like the last light of the day. Not gone, just less visible in a softer way. I'll fade into the quiet, and that's alright, like a distant echo fading out of sight. Yeah. Ain't no rewind in this life. I remember every turn I took, like it's written in my bones. Every yes and every no built the road I'm on. I was chasing something bigger, didn't see what fell behind. Now the dust is finally settled, and I'm staring at the line. There were voices tried to warn me, I just let them fade away. Thought I had to prove a point, didn't care what they would say. Now I walk a little slower, feel the weight in every mile. Ain't no anger left inside me, just a knowing in my eyes. I don't blame the world for turning, I don't curse the path I chose, but every step I'm taking now is one I clearly know. I'm living with the choice I made. Ain't no debt that time won't claim. I don't run and I don't hide, just carry it day and night. I'm living with the choice I made, through the sunshine and the rain. It ain't right, it ain't wrong, it's just the road I'm on. In the distance from a life I left behind. Some still feel like home to me, some I barely recognize. But I ain't turning back now, even if I could. You don't get to choose again what you once misunderstood. Cost. Every win comes with a loss. You can carry it in pieces, or you can carry it across. Single sustained being, I'm living with the choice I made. Every scar, every trade, it's a truth I can't outrun, but it ain't undone. I'm living with the choice I made, and I'm standing where I stand. Ain't no looking for a sign, just this life in my hands. Just this life in my hands. Ain't no rewind in this life. question every turn, every lesson I had to learn. Thought I lost more than I gained, carried all that weight and blame. Looking back from where I stand, I see more than I did then. I was reaching in the dark, doing what I thought was smart. I didn't have the eyes to see what that road would make of me. Every choice I called a mistake was a path I had to take. I was younger, I was blind, trying hard to outrun time. Didn't know what it would cost, didn't know what I had lost. It ain't something I regret, it just took me time to get why it all went down that way, why I couldn't make it stay. I know why it happened now, I was just doing what I knew how. Every step I took back then came from who I was, not who I am. I know why it had to be. Every road kept shaping me, even when I couldn't see. It was making me. All the things I used to fight sit a little softer now, like a story told too fast that I finally slow down. I don't carry it the same, don't attach it to my name. It's just something that I lived, something time had to give. Maybe nothing was a waste, maybe every turn had grace, even when it felt like loss. There was something underneath it all. Single expressive bend. I know why it happened now, I don't need to ask it how. Every road that pulled me through led me right here in the truth. I know why it had to be, even what I couldn't see. All the weight I used to hold turned into something I can let go. Peanut jockey in a circle, words just floating in the air, laughing like it really matters, but nobody's really there. I say something just to say it, watch it fall before it lands. Every sentence feels rehearsed now, like I'm speaking through my hands. Up the table, names I barely recognize, conversations moving faster, but never reaching past the eyes. I keep nodding like I'm listening, play along, don't break the flow, but inside it's getting quieter. Everywhere I go, we keep filling up the silence with nothing real to say. Every word just circles back and slowly fades away. We keep talking without sound, words don't ever hit the ground. Say my name but don't look in, like I'm somewhere underneath. We keep moving through the noise, trading lines, avoiding choice. Everybody's saying something, but nobody hears me speak. I can feel it in the distance, something on us trying to break, but it gets lost in all the static. Every chance we never take, too many voices in the room now, too much space we never use. All this talking just to cover what we're scared to lose.